Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Tessie. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, depending on where you are watching from. Hope you all are doing well, and thank you so much for stopping by. So while we are still talking about the policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is currently making the lives of Nigerians a living hell, he has come out to tell Nigerians to prepare for more tough policies. You know, sometimes I wonder if these people have conscience at all. But the problem they have is that they talk before thinking. Because if not, there is no way you will come out to tell people at this point in time to prepare for tougher policies when the one you have introduced already is already rendering a lot of people useless. Before we continue with this news, I want to beg you all to please help me by liking this video. Also share with others so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. The news here says, expect more tough policy measures. Tinubu tells Nigerians. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has informed Nigerians to expect more tough policy measures to be introduced by his administration to reposition governance for efficiency, effectiveness, and productivity. Recall that Tinubu in May 29th had announced removal of fuel subsidy and alongside the new forest regime. These, according to him, are already yielding positive results. I beg me una tell me because I no understand. Because as far as I'm concerned right now, the fuel subsidy policy is making the lives of a whole lot of people in Nigeria miserable. So many people cannot even afford to go to their working place again because of the high rate of transportation. Few days ago, I watched a video of massive trekking in Lagos State. People can no longer afford to pay transportation to their working place. And you're coming out to tell us that this policy you introduced are already yielding result. Is it for good or for bad? Because some of us are not even understanding what is going on in this country anymore. Let's just continue. The president, whose speech was read by the secretary to the government of the Federation, Dr. George Akome, on Saturday at the Gala Award night, the concluding part of the 2023 Federal Civil Service Week celebration, said the main concern of his administration is to revamp the nation's economy and improve the welfare of the citizens. He said Nigeria now has the rare privilege of correcting the errors of the past in order to create the country of our dream. Recall that the announcement of complete removal of subsidy by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu while delivering his inaugural speech at Eagle Square, Abuja on May 29, 2023 has led to increase in pump price of petrol twice. First, the price of the commodity jumped from 198 naira per litre to 540 naira per litre on May 30, 2023, and further increased to 617 naira per litre. Marketers have now continued to blame the hike on market forces since the withdrawal of subsidy on petrol and the floating of the naira against the dollar, with many speculating that the cost of PMS could rise to as high as 800 naira per litre. This has also come with consequential high-cost food items, transportation among others, and attendant hardship being faced by Nigerians. But speaking on Saturday night at the event held at the International Conference Center, Tinubu said, the first two policies that I announced during my inauguration, namely the removal of the fuel subsidy and the new forest regime, are already yielding positive results. We have received support and commendation from the global community for our courage in introducing this policy shift. We shall without delay cushion the pains being experienced by our people as a result of these measures through a number of well-targeted policy intervention aimed at giving adequate relief and succor to the great number of our long-suffering citizens, he said. Tinubu lamented that Nigeria is being confronted by a myriad of monumental challenges which could have been conclusively and decisively addressed over the years, saying for the country to move forward, it has to be recalibrated and redefined in line with the dreams of our founding fathers. The president noted that even though the event was a social gathering to unwind and appreciate the exemplary and commendable performance of deserving civil servant, he said it was also an auspicious moment for him to talk about the vision of his administration. He added that the celebration was in conformity of the African Union AU Declaration of 1994, which set 21st July every year as African Public Service Day, and enjoined all the African countries to set their days aside to celebrate their public civil servant. He described the civil service as a fulcrum for governance whose vision and mission are predicated on the instrumentation of policies and programs that would enhance national economic and multi-dimensional growth. He added that to match the expectation of the present administration, which are very high, the civil service must up its reform initiatives. I personally appreciate the Federal Civil Service as the custodian of public trust and promise to empower it in order for them to consolidate on the gains of the ongoing reforms and introduce other smart and radical policies and administrative measures to make it more competent, accountable, and citizen-centered in the delivering of public services, he said. He urged public servants to use the occasion of the celebration to have retrospection and stock-taking on the civil service, stressing that the annual commemoration provides opportunity to rethink the best way to improve service delivering in the citizenry, while noting that the policy truth of his administration would be Nigeria first, saying it was equally important to underscore the fact that only a Nigeria that has saved itself can save Africa. Therefore, as much as we shall focus on Africa, our primary attention shall be to revamp our nation's economy and improve the welfare of the citizens, the president said. On the digitalization of public service, Tinubu said it was a compelling choice, noting it is in this regard that I am pleased at the adopted Nigerian theme, digitalization of work processes in the public service, the gateway to efficient resource utilization and national development is apt and appropriate for the commemoration. He said, the challenges we face today with governance leaves no option to continue on the analog front. The tasks before us as a people and government are daunting, but the process of success is promising if we make the right choices. Digitalization is a compelling choice. We must take it. Now, let me make it clear. The expectations of this administration from the civil service are full. This is so because the civil service is the fulcrum of the governance. Our vision and mission are predicated on the implementation of the policies and programs aimed at spurring the national economy on multi-dimensional front. Many tough but needful policy and paradigm shift will be emplaced to reposition governance for efficiency, effectiveness, and productivity. To match the expectations of this administration, the civil service must increase the pace of its reform. The laudable target set under the 6 pillars of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2021 to 2025 must be focused and must be attained. We are at the critical phase of our existence as a nation, and we must take full control of our destiny. Evidently, we are confronted by a myriad of monumental challenges, which we ought to have conclusively and decisively addressed over the years. Our inability to put in place the enabling building blocks for the actualization of the vision of our founding fathers and install the vision of a great Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Thankfully, for every opportunity we have missed in the past, we are now presented with a unique privilege to recalibrate our vision, redefine our mission, correct our past errors and misdeeds, right our wrongs, and raise our faith in our capacity capacity to create a new Nigeria of our dreams. Our mission in a new Nigeria, offering multi-opportunities to all, maximizing the potential of all and sundry, and inspiring everyone to advance beyond our physical and mental capacity in our quest to be counted as a giant in a committee of nations. This is a truth of the renewed hope agenda, which we offered for our national rebirth and global relevance. We are sure that this government is steadfast in its unwavering faith that with our renewed hope and make our beloved nation great and prosperous again. With your support, patience, resilience, and sacrifice, Tinubu said. It is a very long reading, and the reading itself is just self-explanatory. I'm just going to leave you all to share your thoughts with me on the comment section without wasting more of your time. You all have heard everything that your president said. It's not, for me, I believe it's not about speaking all of this English. What we have to ask is the one that you introduced before, which good impact is he making in the lives of Nigerians? And with all of that being said, I'm going to leave you to share your own thoughts with me on the comment section. And with that, I'll say thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.